Welcome back to my channel, Scorpios. Let's go ahead and get straight into your reading. Any information you may be looking for my personal reading website or for my pick a card channel will be listed below. If you would like to see more readings from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell, and thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. All right, so let's see what's going on. The situation around my Scorpios. What is the situation? What is the situation around my Scorpios? Okay, so first card we have is the Ten of Cups. So huge focus on family, huge focus on your personal sense of happiness. You could be in a space to where you're realizing that there isn't much to complain about. Like if you really did look at all the things that you have in your current situation or where you're at in your position, you could have a lot to be grateful for, even though your situation isn't perfect. Okay, life is never perfect. Life does have a degree of, problems that are always just going to be there that need to actively be worked on. But you could be in a space of just overall contentment for where you're at in life, where you're going. Okay, you're starting to realize, if you're not in a space of contentment, of course, you're starting to realize what's ultimately going to make you happy is what I'm getting. I also have the Page of Cups. So you could be feeling this strong pull to someone new. This could be a new love interest, okay? You could be making some sort of new connections and they could be leading you towards really great opportunities is something I'm seeing as well. Something is going to make you really happy. This could be an opportunity that comes via a friend or a loved one. Okay, I'm also seeing when it comes to the person you may have children with, there could be some interest being expressed either on your end or the person you may have children with their end in terms of like maybe getting back together. I also have the Page of Swords for the situation. So you could be noticing certain things are off with someone who's like close to you. You could be noticing that either they're moving weird or the way that they communicate is just not the best. Okay, you could be having certain questions also for someone new that's in your life. Is this person genuine? Can I genuinely put my, feelings into this? There could be a lot of questions that are swarming. You could also have a lot of really brilliant ideas that just need more planning out or information behind it. Okay, so what is the possible challenge Scorpios could be experiencing? So we have the Eight of Cups. So you could be wanting to leave a job, leave a living situation, leave a relationship, leave something that just you've outgrown. And the challenge could be actually leaving it. There could be certain conditions that either make it to where like you can't leave a job quite yet because it pays the bills, or you can't really leave a relationship yet because you guys live together. There could be certain things that kind of feel like you can't necessarily leave something that you've just outgrown. Okay, for others of you, the challenge could be the fact that you're having to outgrow something that you may have genuinely loved at one point, if not the other way. But anyways, let's keep going. I also have the Fool card. So the challenge could be an Aries specifically, or there could be something new that you guys want to start, venture out into doing, but it could be the fear of what's going to happen after you take that leap of faith and what that may come with. So overcoming fear of taking a leap of faith could be a huge challenge for some of you. Okay, some of you guys could be like in a new city, a new environment, around new people, and that could be a bit of a challenge to adjust to. Something else I'm seeing. I also have the Moon card. So uncertainty, the unknown could be something that's a little bit challenging during this time frame. Again, it just feels like you don't really feel like you know how things are going to plan out, and that's what makes things kind of scary. Okay, anxiety could also be something that you guys need to not let overcome you. Now, when it comes to the advice, what's the advice for Scorpios? So we have the World card. So when it comes to lessons that you've already experienced, went through, cycles that have closed out, and you've gotten the epiphany that you needed from it, this is allowing yourself to let that be. There could be too much of this like staying stuck in the past or wanting to go back into scenarios that may have been just lessons than for you to necessarily try to stay there energetically. I also have the Queen of Cups. So another piece of advice is to take in consideration of your feelings, but in a way where you're allowing yourself to feel them in a healthy way. So where you're emotionally anxious or irritated, or you have just certain emotions that you're not really dealing with and you're just kind of like going on your day to day, take the time out to channel your emotions, your feelings into something that's meaningful to you, something that's going to help you remove it from your energy force field. Because for a lot of you, that's what you've really been needing, especially if you're a creative Scorpio watching this. Getting into your creative inner child bag is going to help a lot. I also have the Two of Wands. So yes, and when I say consider your emotions too, I'm also meaning it in the sense of if you had to choose yourself or another person where you've already been very selfless and you've already given so much of yourself emotionally, choose yourself. Because for a lot of you, you've been giving so much of yourself to someone who you care about, but they could be taking, and it's leaving you destitute or without. Now let's go into your love life. What's the energy around love for my Scorpios? So we have the Tower. So you could be realizing that there are some things that need some serious work within the foundation of your relationship. There could be a failed relationship or a relationship that fell apart that now you could be seeing like, oh, in the past, if I handled this situation differently in terms of the communication piece, or if I would have got out of the situation sooner, or whatever epiphany you may have came from your, previous situation or a failed relationship, this is going to cause you to have a breakthrough in terms of the future connections you get into, or if you do end up getting back with this person, you could be seeing clearly what the issues are that you guys can work on and fix them. I also have the Two of Cups. So yes, you could be feeling this strong connection to someone. It's beyond the physical. It could be on a spiritual level where you guys feel each other's energy, or you guys are really emotionally connected with each other. Okay, for others of you, if you've been single for a while, although your love life hasn't been the most stable, you could be drawing in someone who's more so your counterpart. It's just a process that you guys are going through and finding yourself and finding your true north. Okay, I also see some sort of communication incoming with someone you feel some sort of soul connection with, okay, or clarity. Let's keep going. When it comes to career, we have the Sun card that flipped out immediately. So there could be some happy news that's on its way to you, Scorpios. I'm telling you, it could be you finding out that you're going to get promoted, you finding out that an opportunity is going to be granted to you because of, your knowledge or all the hard work you've put in the past. Something here is going to make you pretty happy in terms of your career. I also have the Three of Swords. So yes, you could be pretty happy that certain things didn't necessarily work out in the past. Like you could be having this epiphany that, oh, wow, even though in that moment in the past when I wanted that one particular opportunity to work out and it didn't, it may have been in my best interest because now I'm going to be stepping into a more fulfilling career. That could be an epiphany you guys are developing. I'm also seeing, You guys could also be realizing what was the source of your disappointment in the past, or feeling like you weren't necessarily progressing in your goals. Whether that's self-sabotage, confusion, not having a sense of direction. Okay, and even if you're not exactly or 100% where you want to be career-wise, you could be realizing what's been in your way. And it's the fact that for a lot of you, it could have been a need for structuring a plan, a need for you to not just go based off of feelings and how you approach like a business or a creative endeavor, but also being strategic in some manner, also being realistic in some manner as well. Now let's pull some oracle cards. What is the message for Scorpios? So we have confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered. So when it comes to being successful, all right, you don't have to be the most confident person, but what builds confidence is consistency. The only way that you're going to be confident in what you're doing or even the progress that you're making is through consistency. So fake it until you make it, literally. Show up and eventually you will get comfortable. But don't allow comfortability or the lack thereof of confidence stop you from your greatness. The other card I have here, Scorpios, we have moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So if you are trying to build up any business or any creative endeavor to pay your bills, understand that you can use your day job as a way to fund your dream career. And it's all about the way that you leverage your money and how you look at your situation. You could look at it as, oh, I'm trapped in a 9-to-5 and in that perspective, or you could look at it as, okay, my 9-to-5 is funding my dreams. One last card. What's the message for Scorpio? So we have Bull's Eye, which represents the energy of focus. So yeah, it's time to buckle down. It's time to set your sights on the goal that you guys are wanting to achieve and not stopping till you accomplish it or you make it happen. Okay, and this is going to require you guys to block out distractions or be realistic with yourself in terms of what has your focus when it's not the things that are important. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and to give you some insight, and I will talk to you in the next one.